私はあなたが本当にこれを簡単に殺すつもりだと思っていたのですが、あなたの圧がましりと振る。それでルカサスは何がどのように。Now Roxas is trapped in a computer with this is gaming PC and his Razer setup and his 42080 Ti's to keep this thing running. Roxas is in a computer simulation right now to revive Sora. So yeah. So then Roxas meets Naminé in a somewhere like a mansion, and Naminé is like, Roxas, you're nobody, you're in a computer. And then Roxas is like, what's nobody and what's a computer? So then Roxas meets Diz, and Roxas is like, where am I wanna live. And Diz is like, listen, just go into Sora and everything will be fine. And then Roxas is like, okay, but there better be ice cream. So then Sora wakes up along with Dalent and Goofus. And Sora's like, nice. And Donald is like, and Goofy is like, yup. So then Sora goes to Disney. Yen Sid. And Yen Sid is like, this is a nobody and this is a heartless, the stuff that we talked about in the last video. And look at your stats. They're back to 0. Go visit more Disney Worlds. And then Sora is like, no, not the Disney Worlds. So then while Sora and his gang were doing their jobs at the worlds, a mysterious shadow appears, and instead of going to it, they keep going back to the same worlds instead of going to the actual threat. Oh, and at some point, they defeated some Organization 13 members, like Zaldin, and then Demix. Meanwhile, on Destiny Islands, Kyrie is standing the same exact place that Sora left her, except with taller hair and different clothes somehow. And then Axel came up to kidnap her, and he was like, go in this black portal now. And Kyrie just stared off to the distance, because she's a useless character with no actual personality. 5 minutes later, Axel and Sora run into each other, and they see lots of Heartless. And then Axel is like, Vivity Babity, I now sacrifice myself to own this property, and tells Sora to escape. And then at some point they end up in the world that never was, and Sora's all like, how can we be in the place that never was where it really currently is? And then Goofy is like, gosh, Sora, I don't think that's how it works. Then Donald's like, back story time. At some point, the Ants and the Wise had an apprentice, and that apprentice his name was Xehanort, and Ansem was a wise man of science, or at least the equivalent of science in the wise. He researched about hearts and stuff. But his apprentice Xehanort didn't want to do that and just wanted to consume darkness. Oh, and Xehanort also had amnesia, as if we don't already have enough people with amnesia. Throw in some amnesia! Oh, and by the way, Xehanort, he renamed himself Ansem, cause why not? And then when he died, he created two apprentices. He created a Nobody and a Heartless, which are Ansem and Xemnas. Yeah, so there are now two Ansems of the same, and they're the same somebody in Heartless. Don't ask me. I'm not the one that made this. And then we see Ansem, but it's Riku. Yeah, the whole thing that happened in last video. And somehow Kari was able to recognize him, and they went along, okie dokie. And then they meet Zigbar, and Zora one-shots him with his Keyblade, and then Zigbar is all like, I played 4 minutes of Call of Duty, how could you defeat me? Then they meet Luxord, and then Sora one-shots him with his Keyblade, and Luxord is like, how could you defeat me? I played 4 games of Uno! And then they meet Sayax, and Sora one-shots him with his Keyblade, and Sayax is all like, how could you defeat me? I stayed up in the moon for 3 minutes! And then, this happens.
やれやれだぜ。
エルヴィン、鎧が登ってくる。
ああ、分かっている。だとすれば、あれが敵の石膏か。我々の接近にいち早く気づき、ライナーらに伝えた。とするなら。
オール1個分高かったか。
丈太郎。
そのためにまず我々から撤退の選択肢を奪う。ディオ、
歌教員のやつもすでに始末してやったぞ。
やれやれだぜ。
無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄。
Then Ansem's machine explodes, but it also takes down Kingdom Hearts with it, and Ansem dies, and for some reason Riku comes back to normal. So this is it, the final showdown between Xemnas, Sora, and Riku. Riku and Sora believe in themselves, the player mashes X and triangle a lot. Oh no, there are too many lasers. Xemnas is too powerful for us. But don't worry, cause we've got the Keyblade. TM.